Welcome into another episode of the Delco Duo. I'm one half of the Delco Duo, Monica Cryan.
And I'm Jenna Meisner, other half of the Delco Duo. It is Sunday at 4 p.m. We're on at a different time this weekend.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I just remembered as we were introducing ourselves here on the Delco Duo. You got to get out of the Saturday. The Saturday,
I would have wore something totally different.
I'm dressed for church.
Yeah.
I'm ready for a Sunday show. I don't know what this sinner is ready for over here.
I have to not say some of the things that I usually say.
I have to be mindful because we may have a different audience.
The good thing is the Eagles aren't playing.
Right. The Eagles.
No birds.
It's been 84 years. You know that meme for the lady from Titanic?
Yeah.
That's how long it's felt since the Eagles.
I know.
Because we had a bye week and then we're
Monday night
and then we're Thursday night after that. I'm like, can we just have a Sunday at 1?
My son keeps saying we're playing the Cheeseheads because he doesn't know he doesn't know the Packers are called Green Bay or the Packers or anything. He just calls it the Cheeseheads.
Cheeseheads.
It's like, Mommy, we're playing the Cheeseheads.
Okay.
And I'm like,
I mean,
yes.
it's not wrong.
Right. And they do. They call them the Cheeseheads every so often, but and I'm like, yeah, but not until forever. Like, we have all weekend to go.
And even when we do play them, it's your bedtime, Bubba.
I know.
You can watch maybe 10 minutes of it, and then you're going to be asleep.
We'll watch a little more than 10 minutes and be really tired for school.
Let's get it to the Sunday debrief.
Wow. So if you don't know how Delco Duo works, this is maybe your first time tuning in. We do the debrief and then we talk a little bit about the issues that people are having.
Yeah, so that's a good idea, Monica, to explain the premise of the show for maybe a new viewer. Basically, we've been at this for many years. And people submit their issues to us. We keep you anonymous and we read your issues. We give you advice on your issues and we add a little bit of our personal touch. Lot of our personal touch onto these problems. But first, let's debrief about the foliage.
The foliage, because it is actually, if you can believe it, peak foliage season right now.
I can.
For Delco and Philadelphia, not for all of Pennsylvania. This map shows that for Delco and Philly, it is peak peeping season.
It's the best time of year, in my opinion. And I think it's very obvious that it is this time of year if you're driving around because everything is so red. It is so orange. It is so vibrant. Oh, I love it.
It's beautiful. A tree in my backyard looks like it's on fire. Like when the sun hits it, it's like...
That's the thing. Like, it's got to be really sunny and it's just beautiful. And this is the first fall that my son is really jumping into the leaf piles. Like he didn't really do it before. He's almost 2.5, so perfect age.
Fun.
And here's a picture from over the weekend, last weekend.
How cute.
Of just one of the many jumps. But you know me, like where's my mind going? Like you think that's so cute, and where I'm going, like, because he's got a healthy head of hair. I mean, this kid has had 5 haircuts at this point.
Yeah,
it's thick. I'm thinking bugs. I'm thinking, like, as soon as he gets inside, I'm like scouring. I'm like, okay, I got to make sure there's no ticks. And my husband's like, isn't it too cold for ticks? And I'm like, no, they bury into the leaves to keep warm.
Oh, don't think about
That's what I think of. Of course, I always take a nice moment and I make it something terrifying.
Let them enjoy and clean it out. But
it's a rite of childhood.
Has her hair back in a ponytail, and they get like embedded in the ponytail, like just like the little twigs and stuff. But
I used to love doing it as a kid,
so fun.
I'm still here, so it's gonna.
You got to worry more of what you got to be worried about is like when they jump in and then they hit the ground and they're like breaking bones. Kids break bones that way.
Rocks, sticks.
Yes, that's how you really get hurt. So if you want to do some leaf peeping this weekend, here are some spots around Delco that you can go to. Brandywine has a few, or Chad's Ford has a few spots. The Brandywine Museum of Art, Chanticleer.
That is like a hidden gem. Not many people realize what that is, but once you know, and it's amazing. So.
And then a few spots in media, obviously like the Arboretum, and then Ridley Creek State Park. And then
Rose Tree Park.
Yeah, I love the Scott Arboretum in Swarthmore, Tyler Arboretum.
The Grist Mill, Newland Grist Mill, that's haunted. Remember when we talked about that? If you want a spooky leaf peeping experience.
Get it all together. You can find that more on that at Visit Delco.
Awesome. All right, let's get to our first issue of the, I guess I should say afternoon. I mean, Is it evening? I don't know. It's dark outside now. Clocks are different. Liam from Lansdowne.
My neighbor has a large tree and its limbs extend over into my lawn. During the fall, a ton of leaves fall into my yard. Can I rake them back into the yard for the neighbor to take care of, or do I need to bag them up?
This is the classic neighbor issue.
Neighbors, some neighbors do not get along. This is your responsibility, I think. I know it's their tree.
You sound like an insurance agent. You got to think of it how insurance works. Like if your neighbor's tree falls during a storm on your yard, it's your responsibility to clean it up and
the neighbor, right? No,
whoever's property it's on. No, it's not the neighbor's. If your neighbor's tree crashes onto your yard during a severe storm, that is your responsibility.
I thought it would be whosever tree it is because
not according to insurance.
Originated.
My mom has dealt with this.
Oh my gosh, that's
many
terrible.
times. Fences broken because trees are coming in from the fences, and it's shocking, but it's your problem to deal with.
I feel like for the tree actually falling, it should be whoever the tree originated from. But in the terms of the leaves, oh my gosh, like we were just talking about, it's fun. Leaves are fun. Have fun with it. Rake your leaves. Let the kids jump in it and deal with those leaves yourself. Your neighbors are also, the ones who own the tree and have the tree, are also dealing with their own leaves as well.
Look, there's a lot of terrible things about living in an HOA. One of the not so terrible things is I don't do anything with leaves.
Oh, that's
They do all the cleanup. They do everything. And so I actually don't rake leaves, don't have to get rid of leaves, nothing.
We are raking this weekend, and we will be raking some of our neighbors' trees' leaves. But rather than
it was so windy. Like the leaves are coming from everywhere. Anyway.
Who knows what tree the leaf is from?
Unless it's like your fire tree you're talking about. Like they're gonna be like, that's Monica's. That
looks like a burning bush from a Bible. It's like But yes, rather than create a fight with a neighbor, I will rake a leaf because
it's annoying, but it's a sign of the season.
Right, exactly. It's more fun than anything.
Now, if you have no leaves in your yard, and I don't know, you have like a treeless backyard, and this is the sole source of your leaves, then I get it. That's frustrating. But I think you probably have a lot of different sources of fallen leaves in your yard. So just do it. It's good exercise.
I could see a neighbor getting really, really frustrated, or someone getting frustrated if they have kept their lawn bare without any trees solely because they didn't want to deal with that. But again,
we had these really big branches that came down over the summer during one of the summer thunderstorms, and they stayed in this pile at a tree in between our and our neighbors' houses, and the HOA lawn care wasn't taking them. And we weren't sure whose job is it to, because the HOA is always like, don't bother the lawn care, you're not allowed to talk to them. You're not allowed to talk to the company. If you see the company, you can't go out there and talk to them. You have to go through the HOA to do any discrepancy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But we were not sure, okay, they're not taking them. Yeah. Do we have to dispose of them? They eventually took them, but they were out there for 3 months, basically.
And for those who are new here, her HOA is not so crazy. All right. So that's one issue solved. We've got another one next about wills and how it can get real issues. Stay with us. And welcome back. Do you feel like holidays are in full swing, or?
I do, and I don't. Mm-hmm. I might decorate a little bit earlier this year because as soon as Christmas is done, everything's coming down because I'll be close to my due date.
And you're nesting.
I just want my house to be completely clean.
Okay, I understand.
So I might put up the Christmas stuff a little earlier than I normally do, but I've already seen, I saw the other day, lights were going up. People have got their Christmas lights up outdoors. Okay. They're in it. They're in it.
I can't believe it. I've seen so many people decorate. I'm trying to decide so I'm hosting this year for Thanksgiving. Do I want to be decorated for Christmas for Thanksgiving? I think that no. So wait. Wait until after Thanksgiving. Okay.
I normally
think that's
always decorate
jumping the
Black
gun.
Friday. Like that's my big, but I might do the weekend before Black Friday just so I can enjoy it longer because again, December 26th, it's coming down because
Yeah.
I'm like baby mode and
Clean.
time for that. So, all right, let's get to our second issue on the Delco Duo, Megan from Marple.
My sister, 73, passed away and left half to her nieces and nephews, and the other half to her roommate, 75 female. I feel like that was selfish since her nieces and nephews have much longer to use that. That is terrible. There must have been some roommate influence, and I want to contest it. Okay. I saw this, and I just was like, Megan, I think you're missing the point of the roommate. The roommate was not a roommate.
You think that it was a lover?
Lover.
I didn't think that.
I did. And I think one, no matter what, whatever your sister wanted to do with her estate or earnings, whatever, is her choice. And if it was to a random, to a roommate, to the love of her life, it's her choice. But especially if I feel as though she didn't have the heart to tell you that her roommate was actually, you know, her
You don't
girlfriend,
hear of those
whatever.
in their 70s having a roommate much, I guess, to your point. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
I just feel like that she just didn't have the heart to tell her family the true relationship.
It's like The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Mm-hmm. You know that book?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that book is so good. If you have not read it and you're looking for a winter read, I don't know why.
Right.
You're inside.
Or a summer read.
So it's such, it's not really, I don't know. It's a good book though. She's got all these husbands, but her true love is a woman.
Yes.
So you're thinking that this is her true love, but she's just
Doesn't have the heart.
hasn't told her family.
And she probably had such a, what if she had such a great life with this roommate and she's like, I really want to leave her with something, you know, so that she's comfortable. You know, she gave me so much. I want to give her something.
I think then you need to explore that. Like, Megan, we have offered you a revelation and you now need to, I don't know how you ask, but I think you just need to ask. Were
ask the
you in a
roommate?
relationship with my sister? Yes.
I don't know if she owes you an explanation, but maybe she does.
When it comes to wills and families and monies, someone is always going to be mad.
Yes.
Someone's always going to be upset. I don't think it happens in a seamless way. So I understand the feeling of, okay, why is her roommate getting half when I'm kind of confused though. So she left half to her nieces and her nephews. So her sister's kids, like
Her
the one
sister's
that's
kid.
mad, it's her kids.
Yes.
That are getting half.
Mm-hmm. And
She didn't leave anything to her sister
I guess she's like,
for the kids.
for the kids. My guess is, I'm just making this up, like college.
Okay.
Here's for your college fund.
Sorry, I'm trying to like connect the family here. Got it. Makes sense.
Yes,
okay.
I'm
You should be happy she left even
Anything.
half to them.
That was so nice. I mean, but she's probably
That's
like,
so mean, Megan.
that's
To
how
say
I
that
feel.
she's gonna die soon. That's basically what you said. Is she's gonna die soon because she's 75. I mean, my husband's got 2 grandparents that are in their 90s.
Yes.
And they still need all the types of monies that they can have. They can,
And who's to say, whatever is left when when the roommate goes, who knows what she's going to do with it? You might want to make nice, and maybe she'll leave like whatever's left. I'm just saying.
Don't be nice just in the hope of getting some money.
No, I'm not
You
saying-
should be nice because clearly this woman was so
Meant
important
something,
to your
yes.
sister that she left half of her life savings and whatever, heirlooms, jewels, whatever it
Could have
might
left
be.
all because I feel as though this was the love of her life.
You really put me on my head there. I was
Yes.
not
Oh, I
expecting
immediately
that.
was like,
okay.
let's
I
do
agree
it.
with you.
And I love it.
I agree.
Can we just go along with that storyline? I made it all up in my head, but I'm thinking
It is romantic.
It is.
It's scandalous, romantic,
It's beautiful.
sexy. all the things that make a great story. But if you're
You need to
completely
write a book.
wrong and it's just like,
Yes.
like, what if this roommate like has
Well,
I don't know. What if that's not the case?
I do feel for Megan because, you know, like my parents dealt with something like that where my papa passed and all of a sudden this like odd woman just like swooped in and was like, oh, I've known him for forever. I deserve this. And my mom was like, heck no.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's such a hard time.
No.
It's such a hard time for everybody. All right, coming up on the Delco Duo, we've got one of our own issues to talk about.
Stay with us. Before we get to your issue,
Sure.
have we talked about when you're on maternity leave?
No, we haven't talked about that at all. Because I keep thinking it's farther away than it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel ready.
And then the holidays are going to make it go
I
so fast.
know. Stop. We've got a lot to do. But if you are new to the Delco Duo, this is my second child. So we did do this dance before, this maternity leave, and
Kelsey filled in.
So Kelsey Fabian from our morning news show. She's a Delco resident, and I think she does a good job. She's very harsh,
Yeah.
and blunt,
Which is great.
and
for
that's
Delco.
like what we need sometimes.
She's really blunt.
But you know, no one's really like me.
And she'll be back.
I know
in
you're
time.
going to be missing me so
She'll be
much.
back in time.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's on leave.
She's on leave right now. I
Something
know.
in the
Oh
water.
my gosh. Can you not like point that out? Because everyone likes to comment on like social media. Like, so, the women at PHL 17 are always
Started with me.
Are always pregnant. It's like,
Yeah.
well, when you've got women between 30 and 36,
Yes.
all in the same stage of their lives, what do you expect is going to happen?
And I'll be honest, I kicked it off. You know, I did.
Thank you.
I got here. They hired me, and I was like, by the way, I'm pregnant.
Yeah, you literally were hired pregnant. So Monica started this, but yeah, it's people really like that joke. Like,
Yes.
oh, don't drink the water at PHL 17. It's like, no, just you're in your prime time.
Yeah,
to
I
have
wouldn't drink the
children.
water either. I think it's moldy, but rusty.
That's true. Okay, let's get to my issue. Maybe that's why I had this issue.
Meisner needs an advisor.
So yeah, third trimester of pregnancy. I was just saying to you during the commercial break.
moved in, yeah.
You know, like just moved in.
Just moved into third
Um,
trimester.
Not a lot's firing. It's just I'm starting to
The baby brain.
Yeah, the brain fog.
Oh my god.
And I hate that because I do feel like, oh, mom brain, like I don't like to to encourage the stereotype and to be just, you know, leaning into, oh, I'm just going to be an idiot for the next 3 months because I'm pregnant.
Exactly.
But it is true.
We're just as capable but
So this job is, it's just tiring in general, pregnant or not. I mean, you know, you're up really early. It's really getting hard to get out of bed. And this past week, I had the most terrible migraine that onset, like right in the middle of our morning news show. My good friend, Monica, this is also like, you guys know, I'm really giving you a great unflattering view of myself. Like I put it all
From
out
the
there
side.
for the Delco Duo.
Yeah.
My good friend Monica decided, you know, this was a great photo op, and she was loving it. And I'm just like,
I have just never seen someone just go from
Normal?
60 to 0.
I was truly concerned.
Yes.
I was like,
she
is
was.
something happening here? And luckily I did have an appointment later in the morning already scheduled, just like, you know, your normal routine appointment, and everything was fine. They just said that they think it was migraine, but just aggravated by my work environment because we've got really bright lights, we've got teleprompters. The traffic computer screen is like this big. I'm like trying to read things. But I was going downhill quick, and my good friend Monica decided that she would rather take photos than see if I was going to be okay.
I felt really, really bad. I did. And I was getting concerned. But this was too funny because I mean, we have hits like every 2 seconds to go from like, oh, traffic, da 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 to
I needed an
I was
ice
like,
pack,
what?
and then at one
What do I
point
do?
I had a sandwich, and I said to Monica, this is when Monica got really concerned for my well-being. I had a sandwich, and I said, I don't even know what I grabbed. I just grabbed this out of the fridge, and Monica thought I meant I just grabbed it out of the work fridge. Like she thought that I just stole someone's lunch out of the PHL 17 fridge. But what I meant is at home, I just grabbed it out of my home fridge and it ended up being a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that was for my son's lunch. So sorry to my husband because he was probably hoping to pack that for him and had to make him a new one. But you looked at me like you were about to call an ambulance because she thought I was genuinely confused.
Yes.
Like that I had just grabbed this sandwich out of the fridge.
Like a gross, moldy, been there for 20 weeks. It was bad.
You can't go off air. You can't. And you did say, you could step in, but I just think, what else was I supposed to do in that situation,
Yeah. Well, you did. You got an ice pack and you put it on, and that also was
a long 3 months.
That was quite concerning when she gets an ice pack. And again, it's in between the traffic hits and she's sitting there.
That ice pack really did help though. If you ever got a terrible migraine.
Oh yeah.
Cold compress. And that it was bad because I went into our disgusting freezer that has I don't even know.
Food from years ago.
Know what's in it. Like maybe that'll be a whole segment on Delco Duo. We can take you into the fridge. It's not a good place to be.
People will clear out the fridge because that stuff will go bad.
Yeah, freezer.
People don't clear out a freezer because they're like, it's frozen. It's not going to go bad.
And if I'm taking an ice pack out of there and putting it directly on my head, it is dire need. So I've been kind of really scared of this happening again.
Yeah.
Because it just came on so quick, and I'm
I think
worried,
a lot of people who get
trying my
migraines
best.
get scared. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want this to happen again.
Yeah.
But
so
God bless.
To be continued. I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of ailments.
Good friends taking pictures, documenting the tragedy.
Okay, this is a really cool trivia.
Who was recently elected the youngest sheriff in the country? All right, who was recently elected the youngest sheriff in the country?
In the country, not like the county, not the state, like the country.
Wow.
This is really cool. So our own Delaware County, 30-year-old Sadiq Kamara.
Of Delco. How cool is that?
So cool. I mean, 30.
30 years old. And we got to talk more about what we were doing at 30. But this not
is
sheriffing.
So regardless of what side you fall on, of course, politics, hot topic right now as we just came off of an election. So cool to be the youngest sheriff in the country.
Yeah. First generation Liberian American sheriff.
Yep. And Monica and I need to triple fact check this, but I'm pretty certain that last year or May? This past May. Mm-hmm. This past May?
Yeah, Delco Gives,
this past May, we interviewed him because he was doing a lot for gun violence in the community.
Because he's
his
related
cousin,
to
Fanability, 8-year-old. That was a major story, unfortunately, was struck and killed by gun violence. Mm-hmm. So he was a big advocate, and it continues to be a big advocate, of course, for gun violence.
And that's how he ran on that too, which was
so we talked to him for Delco Gives Day, and I had no idea that he had these aspirations to be
He really focused.
Sheriff.
He really focused on Fanability, and he never once brought up the fact that, hey, I'm running.
But it's really incredible. I mean, 30 years old.
30. What were you doing at 30? I was throwing myself a 30th birthday party.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing.
I was gonna say,
and I just started working here.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's when your life just got so much better.
Yeah.
Just changed for the better. I had just had cruise and I was trying to adjust to being a first-time mom.
Well, I mean, similar to running a police department.
I mean, and it was also Bucks County too. So Delco, of course, this is the Delco Duo. So that's why we're talking about that. But in Bucks County, he also was like one of the youngest sheriffs.
Yeah, really cool.
All right, Delco Duo at phl17.com. Best way to talk with us. Send us issues, comments, concerns.
Thanks so much.